Most mortals prefer light over darkness. It makes sense, since we have disadvantages in the dark. We cannot see in the darkness, nor can we absorb the heat energy from the darkness. Additionally, there are deadly creatures that roam at night. But while we have disadvantages, we also gain blessings from the darkness. With darkness comes the night, which helps us to sleep. With darkness comes the shade that protects us from the harsh light. And with darkness also comes the quiet to put a halt to the sounds of a busy day. In Greek mythology, Erebus was the primordial god of darkness. Like the other primordials, Erebus was both an immortal being and an earthly concept, while his concept was the darkness of the world. And as a god, Erebus took the form of a man-shaped being whose body leaked constant streams of darkness. Erebus is first mentioned in mythology during the creation myth, where he is the child of chaos and brother to Gaia, Tartarus, Nyx and Eros. After being born, Erebus and Nyx, the primordial goddess of the night, instantly fell in love with each other and decided to explore their new surroundings. After some time, Uranus created the light blue sky over the earth, making Erebus and Nyx curious. As they flew higher and higher into the newly created sky, it began to grow darker and darker, until it became entirely black. For the first time, night and darkness had appeared in the sky. After bringing darkness and night to the world, Erebus and Nyx had twins. Their children were Aether, the primordial god of light, and Hemera, the primordial goddess of the day. Delighted with their new children, the family of four flew across the world together, bringing forth light and day, and night and darkness. After quite a while, Erebus and Nyx decided to descend down to Tartarus to make their new home. It was a gigantic palace covered in shadows, a perfect home for the god of darkness and goddess of night. Depending on which version of the myth, Nyx, either by herself or with the help of Erebus, gave birth to a large batch of dangerous but valuable children like Thanatos, the god of death, and Eris, the goddess of discord, etc. After birth of the new immortals, Nyx and her daughter Hemera decided to create a new cycle by switching places in the sky, bringing night and day over and over again. Erebus, on the other hand, decided to stay in the dark palace. From there, Erebus could cover the earth's surface with shadows and mist, and while these shadows were weak during the day, Erebus could still see anything his shadows touched. These shadows also covered the Tartarus, and eventually, when the underworld was created, Erebus claimed the entrance by creating a mist barrier that dead souls would have to pass before they could enter. It's a shame that Erebus is mentioned so briefly in the mythology, but I guess that's an obvious thing when you are the literal personification of the darkness.